Take a look what happened.
Yeah, we all know what happened here. And trust me, you don't want to be in trouble with this man. And there he is.
Dr. Mark Zuckerberg.
The man who is in trouble with the former and maybe the future president. Trump has vowed that if he returns to power, Zuckerberg will, quote, spend the rest of his life in prison. How did the boy genius from Harvard, who created the world's largest social media empire, become public enemy number one? How did he find himself at the heart of accusations that he manipulated the 2020 election? We unravel the rise and fall of Mark Zuckerberg, a man accused of betraying the very core of American democracy. Born in 1984 in White Plains, New York, Mark Zuckerberg was a wonderkind, coding by middle school, a star at Phillips Exeter Academy, and a Harvard dropout who would change the world.
I love this place. Thank you all for coming out in the rain, the pouring rain. We're gonna make this worth it for you.
But while Zuckerberg's story began as an American dream personified, it quickly morphed into something darker. A tale of power, influence, and the dangerous intersection of technology and politics. Facebook wasn't just a social network, it was a revolution. Launched from a Harvard dorm room in 2004, it connected billions of people across the globe. By 2012, Facebook was shaping the world's conversations, and Zuckerberg had become a king in the new digital world. But as his empire grew, so did the questions about the real cost of connecting the world. Zuckerberg wasn't just another Silicon Valley entrepreneur. He was a ruler over an empire of data, capable of influencing global events with the click of a button. But with great power comes great responsibility. In the high-stakes world of politics, Zuckerberg was playing with fire.
Well, thank you very much.
In 2020, America was more divided than ever, and in the midst of all of it stood Zuckerberg. The stakes were unprecedented. It was no longer just a battle for the White House, it was a battle for the soul of democracy. Mark Zuckerberg found himself accused of tipping the scales. After the election, former President Donald Trump made a shocking claim. Mark Zuckerberg had rigged the election in favor of Joe Biden. Trump's followers were quick to rally behind the idea, coining the term Zuckerbucks, a term that would become synonymous with the alleged election fraud. According to them, Zuckerberg's $350 million donation to election offices wasn't an act of goodwill, but a strategic move to sway the outcome. The Zuckerbucks controversy spread like wildfire. Trump supporters claimed that the money was funneled into key precincts, creating what they called phony lockboxes to secure Biden's victory. For many, this wasn't just political maneuvering, it was a crime, a betrayal of democracy itself. In a letter to Jim Jordan of the Judiciary Committee, Zuckerberg tried to clear his name, stating that Facebook had indeed been pressured by the Biden administration, but that the decisions made were ultimately his own. Quote, ultimately, it was our decision whether or not to take the content down, Zuckerberg claimed. But the damage was done. Trust was shattered, and the accusations kept coming. In another shocking twist, Zuckerberg admitted that the FBI had warned Facebook about potential Russian disinformation regarding the Biden family just before the election. The result? Facebook demoted a story about Hunter Biden's laptop, an action critics say was part of a broader conspiracy to protect Biden's campaign. The backlash was immediate. Conservatives saw Zuckerberg as a puppet of the state, using his platform to silence dissent and control the narrative. Progressives, however, argued that Zuckerberg was merely trying to prevent the spread of false information. But as public opinion split, one thing became clear: Zuckerberg's power was immense, and his influence over democracy terrifying. Reflecting on the situation, Zuckerberg expressed regret. Quote, I believe the government pressure was wrong. I regret we were not more outspoken about it. But for many, these words were too little, too late. The actions had already taken place, and the consequences were far-reaching. As Trump campaigns for 2024, he has made a chilling promise. Mark Zuckerberg will pay for what Trump believes was an outright betrayal of the American people. Trump has vowed that if he returns to power, Zuckerberg will, quote, spend the rest of his life in prison. This isn't just rhetoric. It's a battle cry for millions who see Zuckerberg as the embodiment of everything wrong with big tech. Can Trump follow through on his promise? Legal experts are divided. Some see it as an impossibility, while others warn that in today's volatile political climate, anything is possible. If Zuckerberg is prosecuted, it would set a precedent unlike anything in modern history. A tech titan brought down by the very system he helped to shape. This story is more than just Mark Zuckerberg's. It's about the future of technology, democracy, and the delicate balance of power. As we edge closer to 2024, the questions surrounding Zuckerberg's actions will define not just his fate, but the future of our nation. Mark Zuckerberg once dreamed of a world connected by technology, but in his quest to connect us, he may have sown the seeds of division. His story is a cautionary tale about power, influence, and the dark side of technology in the digital age. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and most importantly, stay engaged. The future of our democracy depends on it.
Take a look at what happened.